Hello guys, thanks for joining me. Today I thought I'd take out my new addition to my collection. It's a P38 holster which I bought recently from a private collector who was downsizing his collection. And it's a new addition to my collection. It's quite a nice item. It's a, as I say, P38 holster. It's a soft shell version. These were late war production holsters made from late 1943 up until late 1944. There is some debate whether these were made into 1945, but at any rate, it's a late war genuine holster. It does have a RB number in the back, which identifies the maker as Heinz Römer of Ulm, a company in Bavaria at the time. And it is also police marked, so it's a police issued holster. And the company made a lot of leather goods for the police, which kind of fits with the information that I've got. And this one is quite an interesting holster. These particular holsters with the same markings all came onto the market in the early 2000s. They came from the former Soviet Union. The Soviets apparently captured huge amounts of unissued holsters at the end of the war and kept them in storage in Eastern Germany. And after the collapse of the Iron Curtain, a lot of them were sold to the to Western collectors. But most of them were unissued, brand new almost, kept in storage for 70 years or whatever. But this one here has had use at some point, and there's also a stamp on the inside, which kind of makes me wonder whether it's a reissued to the East German police after the war. But I haven't been able to identify the markings on the inside. But anyhow, it's a nice holster. It has been used. There is quite a lot of wear and tear on the inside, so it certainly has had some use to it. The marking that I've not been able to identify is down here. And I've got my deactivated pistol in the holster. It fits quite nicely, as you can see. There's a outer pocket here for a spare magazine. And it's quite a nice conditioned holster. The leather is still in very good condition here. It hasn't dried out or anything. But as I say, the ones that came out of Russia were almost brand new. But as I say, this one here certainly looks like it may have been used after the war. The East Germans did use P38s and P38 holsters after the war. The East Germans actually made their own holsters, but they're slightly different. The East German P38 holsters tended to have one solid belt loop as opposed to the wartime two loops, and the holsters that they produced also had a leather flap that went across here that covered up the butt of the pistol. But as I say, this is a original wartime production holster. So it has a bit of history to it anyhow, and I bought it, as I say, from a collector. These particular items go for quite a bit of money these days, holsters in general. We're talking about a few £100s, but I got this here for quite a good price, for up to a quarter of the price of a what you would pay from a dealer. On the back, as I say, it has the RB number and has the embossed P38, and then the police acceptance mark is just down there. Anyhow, it will make a nice addition to my collection, another genuine piece of art equipment, and it really complements the pistol very nicely, I think. So anyhow, I think I'll leave it at that. So that's my newest addition to my collection, my P38 holster. As always, thanks for watching, and bye for now.